Hi, this is an update on how to use R to plot your charts. So the first step that you need to understand here is that while you import data, it will automatically get stuck into the data frames, and then you have to get the vectors from the data frame and the name of those vectors. So that's how the code will become long. So let me move around here. So your first step where you would probably get stuck is understanding what is a data frame. So a data frame is a data that is arranged and it can have different types of input, and that data frame can have columns that have strings that can have number, and you have to pull vectors out of them, and many of the time matrix, and there is a lot of way to actually play around with that data frame. The other way is that when you use the bar plot, which is the simplest kind of the chart creation tool, then you might need a lot of things. You might need to put the name of the argument. So it catches what you are inputting by input. So COE is the color, xlab is the label, and whatever you write behind that, it plays. Space is the space between the bars that you have. So the data frames could be entered by you as a test case to understand how things are going, or they could be understood while you import some data from outside. So that's how you will create the data frame, and then you can use that, and then you can use the bar plots. I will go to some of the examples here that I am looking for. So I am going to some of the chapters here. I was looking at some of the videos here. One of the videos that I liked on data frames was by George R. School, but since a lot of it is open source, so you can play around and learn. So it starts with how to slice the data, how to play around with data. You have an empty car data that is inside. So there are many ways in which you can use that. So there is a boundary that the output of a data set could be a data set, or it could be a matrix or a vector. So the output, if it's a matrix, then it will have all numbers inside, no headings that would get stuck to that. So you have to get headings from a different way, or you can, since it's a data frame, you can retrieve things based on the headings that you want to look for, or you can use logical indexing. So that's the slicing part becomes quite fun here. You can get more deep into that. So a simple data frame here, we have joined some data and they have become data frame. So you can join that by data frame. There are many ways to play around and get output out of the data frame. Now you will encounter this while you import the CSV file. So that's where you will get stuck at. So you can drop a variable, you can select an observation, you can use a subset function based on some logic, and that is how. So that is the first part of your play, which is to understand how to play around with data frames, and then the second part becomes bar plot. So we'll delve more into it. Now when you import something, you will get a data frame. You might subset that and stick new headings to that. So that would be something that you would be doing.